For dinner tonight, we are having leftover Big Mac Sloppy Joes. These things are just slopping all over the place, sliding and slopping. So also I have lettuce on mine, and there's some cheese on the bottom, and it's already slopped out. And then we're having frozen French fries cooked in the oven. So it's like, it smells like McDonald's in here, honestly, but it's very good. If you ever have a craving and you want to go to McDonald's, just make Big Mac Sloppy Joes and your own French fries, and it's better than McDonald's. So happy Friday. For dinner tonight, it is early in the morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I have some 15 bean soup mix, 15 bean pack of beans that have been soaking overnight. So I'm going to rinse them. And then I have this ham bone that was in the freezer. So I'm going to put these all in the crock pot, and they're going to cook all day. I'm also going to put in some carrots, onion, and celery, and we're going to have ham bone bean soup for dinner tonight. So let's get to cooking. I'm not sure. I have this ham bone, it's big, so I don't know how it's going to fit in my crock pot with all these beans, but if it doesn't, I also have this little piece, smaller piece of ham, so I might use this instead of the bone. We'll see how it looks once I get the beans and things in. So let's get to cooking. My ham bone bean soup has been cooking all day, so I decided to not use the ham bone. I just used the piece of ham that I had, and I diced it up. So it's been cooking all day and smelling really good. And I just now put a can of tomatoes in it, because if you put your tomatoes in too soon, then your beans won't soften. So now I have the tomatoes in, and I'm going to cook it on high for about another hour till it gets really good and hot. And in the meantime, I'm going to make some cornbread to go with it. Ham bone bean soup is ready. We are having that plus the cornbread and Caesar salad for our dinner tonight. So good hot soup on a cool evening. For dinner tonight, we are having leftover ham bean soup that I'm warming up, and also I am making some cornbread. I'm not making cornbread. All I did was mix this with water, and I'm going to put it in this pan and put it in the oven for 400 degrees, and we'll have some hot fresh cornbread. I really like this one. All you have to do is add water, and it's not super sweet. The honey cornbread mix, in my opinion, is just too sweet, but this one's really good. So let's get to warming stuff up. And here it is, the leftover ham bean soup, the hot fresh cornbread, and Caesar salad for dinner tonight. So happy Monday night. For dinner tonight, I'm going to be making tacos. I haven't had tacos in over a week, so it's time for tacos. I've got some limp lettuce I'm going to use up. I'm going to dice up onion, dice up tomato. I'm going to use canned pinto beans, my favorite rice-a-roni cilantro lime rice. I've got some of this meat that I'm going to put in a pan and heat up and put some taco seasoning mix on it. And I've got my cheese and my tortillas I'm going to put in the oven and get them nice and crunchy. So let's get to making tacos for dinner. And here it is, 2 tacos, cilantro lime rice, and beans, and a chip for scooping everything up with. So happy Taco Tuesday. Ooh, it is Taco Tuesday. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make Mississippi pot roast. I have never made that before. But I have this beautiful pot roast that I got from Albertsons. Now, it was on sale for $4.99 a pound, which is a really good price these days. So I didn't pay $11.73 for it. I used $7 off my $7 worth of meat rewards, and I also got a little tiny steak for $5. And then I submitted to Checkout 51 for $3 back when you buy $15 worth of beef. So this pot roast ended up costing me $2.50, which is really, really good price. And it's very beautiful and it looks great. So we're going to put it in the crock pot, and we're going to do this au jus gravy mix on it, as well as a packet of ranch seasoning and some pepperoncinis. I have whole ones and sliced ones, so I'm going to do a combination of both. Now, the recipe calls for a stick of butter. I'm not putting butter on there. That is just way too much. I do not need butter with all this beautiful marbling of fat that's going throughout the meat. But what I am going to put in is onion. So I have some onion, so I'm going to put that in also. So let's get to cooking. It's early in the morning. We need to get this going. Okay, I have everything in. I have the pot roast in. I've got pepperoncinis. I've got the ranch seasoning, the au jus seasoning. I also stacked it high with onions, and I put a bunch of cloves of garlic on it. So this is just going to cook all day and smell really, really good. We like a lot of onion and garlic. It really helps with immunity on these cold, frosty 60-degree weather days that we have in Southern California in our fall and winter. So this is just going to be a really good, comforting, wonderful meal. So excited for this today. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make 3-sauce pasta. So I like to use red sauce, pesto, and Alfredo. And I'm going to use some thin spaghetti. I'm using the whole grain kind, so I have my water boiling for this. And I'll cook that up, and then we'll warm up the sauces and have 1 plate of pasta, but with 3 sauces. The red sauce, the pesto, and the white sauce. And with the leftover sauce, then I'll probably make a pasta bake later on in the week. I like to have Parmesan cheese to sprinkle on top. And I like to have this kind of Parmesan cheese also. I'm going to make some garlic bread just out of some bread that's been in my refrigerator since September, but it's still good. It keeps really good in the refrigerator. So I'm going to take out a couple slices and make some garlic bread using some garlic powder, some parsley, and some butter. And then we're also going to have Caesar salad to go with it. So let's get to cooking. And here it is, 3-sauce pasta, Caesar salad, garlic bread, and heart healthy red wine. We have our 3-wick candle tonight. So happy Saturday. For dinner tonight, we are having pesto Alfredo casserole with the leftover pesto sauce and Alfredo sauce. So I have pasta. I've got this whole grain pasta that I put in. I put in the leftover Alfredo and pesto sauce. I put broccoli in, shredded carrots, half of a yellow squash, some cottage cheese, and I put in some diced up chicken, and I think that's it. And then baked it in the oven at 350 for about an hour, so it's ready. We're going to have lettuce and tomato salad to go with it, and I have garlic bread in the oven. And here it is, pasta bake, pesto Alfredo pasta bake, lettuce and tomato salad, and garlic bread. So happy Sunday. And here is the Mississippi pot roast. It looks and smells super amazing. We are having it with mashed potatoes and green beans. The gravy is not thick, but that's okay. We will slurp it up. So happy dinner tonight. For dinner tonight on Tuesday, it's Taco Tuesday, so we are having tacos with our leftover Mississippi pot roast, and it is so good. The Mississippi pot roast, first time I ever made it, it is absolutely phenomenal. And these tacos are going to be so good with this leftover shredded meat. So happy Taco Tuesday. For dinner tonight, we're going to have chicken parmesan, so I'm going to use my leftover red sauce from a few nights ago. I'm going to use my leftover spaghetti, but I'm going to warm up these chicken patties in the oven, and so we will have chicken parmesan. And also we're going to have a Caesar salad, and we've got a ton of Parmesan cheese to sprinkle on it, and I'll also make some garlic bread from some sliced loaf bread. So let's get to cooking. And here it is, chicken parmesan, Caesar salad with fresh ground black pepper, and garlic bread. So that is what we are having for dinner tonight, using up leftovers. For dinner tonight, we are having leftover pasta bake, but I put the leftover red sauce on it with more cheese, and we are also having Caesar salad and garlic bread. So happy Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. For dinner tonight, it is Taco Saturday. This is our leftover taco fixings from Taco Tuesday, so we're finishing them off and having tacos again. We have leftover beans, black beans, and the cilantro lime rice, and then tacos. Chicken tacos with lettuce, tomato, onion, cheese, and a chip. So happy Taco Saturday. Good morning. It is about 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to get started on dinner. I've got these 2 pieces of meat I'm going to put in the crock pot. Okay, so this isn't the greatest price, $9.99 a pound for this cut of meat. However, the price point worked for me. So this one is $8.29. So 2 of these together is a little bit over $15. I got $3 back from checkout 51 for buying $15 worth of beef. And also I used 400 points, which is equivalent of $7 off my meat purchase at Albertsons. So I only paid $5 for these 2 cuts of meat, which is really fantastic. I'm going to use 1 today, and we're going to go out of town tomorrow, so only want to use 1. But normally I'd use both and put them in the crock pot, and we'd have great leftovers. But I'm going to cut them into steaks, and I'm going to put them in the crock pot. This is called steak and gravy. I'm going to put some cream of chicken soup. Any kind of cream soup will work. There's hardly any chicken in here. And then I'm going to put some sliced onions. It's going to cook in the crock pot all day, and we're going to have steak and gravy, mashed potatoes, and green beans for dinner. So let's get to cooking. It's not going to be hard. And here it is, steak and gravy, mashed potatoes, green beans, and these are leftover King's Hawaiian rolls from Thanksgiving, but they're still good. I warmed them up in the oven, and they're fantastic. So happy Sunday. For dinner tonight, we are at Cracker Barrel, and I am having a country vegetable plate. So I have turnip greens, country green beans, macaroni and cheese, a corn muffin, and fried okra. So happy Monday. Oh yes. What did you order, dear? What is it? Chicken and
Monday
rice,
special.
and fried okra, and what is that, hash brown casserole?
Yep.
And he has a biscuit. So happy Monday. We're driving today, so there'll be no healthy red wine for us today. For dinner tonight, we are at Charo Cafe in downtown Tucson, Arizona. I am having a taco, enchilada, rice and beans. Darling husband's having a tamal, taco, enchilada, rice and beans. We've got extra salsa. We have prickly pear margaritas. And my daughter is having carne seca, chili relleno, and cheese enchilada. Yes, it's very yummy. Yes, very, very yummy. 2 thumbs up for sure. So that is what we are having on for our Christmas Eve dinner. This is our 2nd year doing this, so maybe we'll make this a new Christmas Eve tradition. So Merry Christmas, everyone.
Insurance okay.
I'm just saying, I didn't have any medicine today.
You only had like a 2-day thing.
For dinner tonight, we are having beef tips and gravy, mashed potatoes, Italian green beans, and a crescent roll. So happy New Year's Eve. We have picked out these sweatpants that we're wearing on the couch tonight. So happy New Year's Eve, last day of 2024. Lots of new delicious meals, not new, lots of more delicious meals coming up in 2025. Happy New Year. Hope you all had a wonderful 2024 and a wonderful 2025 coming up.